What up? It's your boy Remy D. This is the TheWizzaHands episode 5. So, firstly, I'd like to apologize for the lateness of the release. As I said in the episode and the episode before, I'm going up to New South Wales in a few days, so I've been just going crazy getting everything ready for that. So, anyway, this week we talk about hunting and culling, and if I were to eat meat again, how I would go around this. I talk about my opinions of adolescent PTSD and how that might be a reason there are so many cunts out there today, as you all may have noticed. As always, I go over a quick album review. This week's album is My Astral Plane, released in 2018 by Esoterik, or Eso from Bliss and Eso, Australian hip-hop group. And as always, you get my rants and rambles about how I've been, what I've been up to, and what I'm going to do. And this week, I quickly give you an insight into my personal music, and the album that I have coming up, 281 Days, by Remy D. So yeah, thanks for listening. Share it, like it. You know what to do. Peace, motherfuckers.
Roll this shit like I'm in the game. Roll this shit like I'm in the game. Whack this dish like I with a flame till I watch she's your walk in the babe. Roll this shit like I'm in the game. Roll this shit like I'm in the game. Whack this dish like I with a flame.
And welcome back. I am Remedy. This is the TheWizzaHands, episode 5. I don't know if you've been listening the entire time, but at the beginning, I said that I was going to do at least 5 episodes and see how we go. And, yeah, I'm liking doing this. Fuck. Fuck. Anyway, it's been fun. I think I'm just going to stick with it until one day I'm like, nah, fuck this. I'm done. Because, as I said, I'm not doing this for views. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm just doing it to put my thoughts down and just, I don't know, have fun, have a different part of my life that isn't controlled or directed by another part of it, even though I'm talking about the other parts of my life. If you can't tell, I'm incredibly stoned. And as always, I'm drinking some tea. This time it's extra strong English breakfast. And I'm having 2 tea bags, motherfuckers, because I'm a baller. I'm a baller like that. OG tea drinker. No, I've only been drinking it a couple years. I fucking hated it for so long. Yeah. So, there's going to be more of this rambling shit. That's for sure. What have I been up to since the last episode? Been working a lot. Gonna make that money. Work through like every public holiday. 'Cause, as I said in the last episode, I'm going up New South Wales for a few days. So need to make sure we got rent and the bills paid and shit while we're gone. Getting that annual leave, motherfuckers. Sorry. I've been getting back into music a little bit the last few days. I got sent a song. I'm going to pronounce his name wrong because I've never actually heard anyone say it before in person. So it's like Sakruth or something like that. He sent me a beat a while ago. I've been writing to it, but I haven't gotten anything with it. I was like still going through that phase where I just didn't, it wasn't like writer's block. I was coming up with stuff, but I just wasn't in the mood to do anything. Cause like, as I said, I'm not an artist. Well, some people say I am, mainly my friends. I think they're just trying to be nice, but like, I don't see myself as an artist. I don't practice. I don't do it every day. I barely do it at all. I'll get like a beat or in the mood to like write a song or something and I'll do it. But like besides that, I don't focus on that. But yeah, he sent me a beat a while ago. It's fucking dope. I really like it because I only really work with big, so I got really excited when like other producers hit me up to make music, especially when they're really good. And then the other day, he hit me up and sent me... He hit me up and asked me if I wanted to do a track with our mate Hosey Thief. Check him out. Hoze space Thief. He's on the Fatality Cypher with myself and Big. Fucking killed it. That was a dope track. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Check that out on SoundCloud. Fatality Cypher by B-I-G-G. B-I-double-G, motherfuckers. Yeah, so he asked me if I wanted to jump on a beat, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Fucking oath. And he sent it, and it's fucking dope, man. Like, Hosey Thief is a dope rapper. I don't think he's been doing it that long. Or at least not, like, properly. But every time I hear him, he's getting better. It's fucking awesome. His verse on that is fucking killer. And yeah, I end up just, like, I heard it. And that day that I heard, like, the whole version, because I was listening to it on my phone, it kept fucking up. So when I, like, finally got it on my laptop, I wrote 16 bars for it, recorded it, and sent it off. And they were like, whoa, that was fast. But that's normally how I do it. And that's like the thing lately. It's been taking me fucking forever to write. I don't know if I said this, I broke. I think it's because I haven't really been, I've just been like in the same routine for fucking months. I don't know, maybe so I haven't like really been doing anything. No, it would have been longer. Inspiration, would have been January. Whenever January was, I broke them. So I had to wear like my old pair that were all scratched up and fucked up. And I broke them as well. And like my glasses cost like $550 where I get them. And yeah, I don't got that money. At least not yet. But so I'm wearing like fucking shitty reject shop glasses because I didn't have money. But now I'm gonna. So I need to get those glasses fixed. So anyway, back to why I was even saying this. I'll be back in a second because I need to go get my other glasses that are broken that I can wear at home because they might fall apart if I go outside. Blech. And I'm back. That's better. I can fucking see properly now. So what can I see? I'm thinking about getting my eyes done, like laser surgery, but I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it. Like, I can see now pretty badly. My eyes, that's terrible. But, like, I could still see. But what if I go get that done and then I can't? Like, I don't know if it's worth risking that. Maybe in, like, 5 years when like, the technology gets, like, much better, I'll go do that. I can see. If I have money. Anyway, I was just reading a article. I don't remember where it was on. Let's see if I got it up still. I don't think I do. No, I closed it. Anyway, I was reading an article. It was talking about on Earth Day this year, two companies, I think it was, two companies by the name of Tweed and TerraCycle launched a national kind of business thing. It's like a cannabis recycling plant, I think. I didn't, like, it wasn't like heaps in depth and I didn't pay too much attention to it, but it was pretty much saying like that there's been kind of an outcry about how much plastic wastage there has been since cannabis has been legalized in Canada. And so their plan is that you can register for free for them to come collect your cannabis dispensary containers after you're finished with them, and then they're going to recycle them so they're going to be used again at the dispensaries, which I think is pretty cool. Like, if you think about it, how many people smoke weed and how many people continuously going and buying it, Like, that's a lot of plastic. Because, like, most of them would just chuck the plastic out because you just get another one when you go again. So it doesn't matter. I reckon people are starting to really give a shit about it. Like, the whole thing with plastic bags. Like, it's been so fucking annoying how, like, the companies just keep going back and forth between it. And, like, even, like, the whole straws thing, I think it's really cool. Like, when I was working at the aquarium, we were, like, campaigning for the plastic bags and straws. Kill millions of fucking turtles and penguins each year, man. It's not cool. They're, like, the 2 coolest fucking animals in the world. We're just killing them with plastic bags and fucking straws. Like, we're fucking gods. Don't need no fucking other wildlife on Earth. Just need humans. Yeah, sorry if my voice is, like, hella croaky. And cuts out, look at that. It's, like, fucking heaps croaky. I've been sick. And it's just lingering. It's not going away. This always happens. Fuck. Anyway, been thinking lately about, like, hunting. Like, I'm against hunting. I don't like it. I don't think that I would ever do it. But I've been just, like, debating with myself the ideology of hunting. And, like, I've come to an agreement with my conscience. Yeah, with my conscience. So, like, if you don't want to eat produce meat anymore, but you want to hunt to eat, I think that's alright. Like, as long as you're not, like, killing fucking tigers and shit, that's not cool. But, like, if you're just, like, hunting, like, fucking elk and deer and fucking, what else are they, fucking kangaroos and shit, and you're gonna eat that meat, that's cool. I ain't got no beef with that. Like, there's a huge difference between just, like, going out and fucking machine gunning down, like, a bunch of fucking rabbits just for the fun of it. I don't agree on it. I don't, like, there's been, like, an overpopulation of kangaroos for fucking ages in Australia. And at the moment, I saw another article about, I didn't read the article, it's just, like, the headline was saying something about some place has, like, a kangaroo problem and schools at risk of fucking invasion or some shit. Like, I think culling's okay to an extent. Like, of course, like, you need to cut back a certain species if it's, like, destroying another species, especially if it's been brought there from an outside area and it shouldn't be there in the first place. Like how they brought the fucking wolves in, I think it was Yellowstone. They, like, brought Canadian wolves to fucking Yellowstone. They're, like, giant. They're killing everything. It's fucked. Like, that type of shit. They need to be culled. But I don't agree with, like, fuck cunts going out and just, like, blowing up animals and being douchebags, skinning them and fucking hanging them from trees, and, like, a bunch of rednecks and hillbillies and bogans and shit. Like, I don't even want to go down that path. I'll get, like, abusive and start yelling in the mic. You don't want to hear that shit. But yeah, the whole reason why I was thinking about it is, like, so it's coming up to 2 years that I haven't eaten meat. I was thinking that if I ever did eat meat again, when would it be? And, like, I know I'd never eat processed meat again. Like, ever. That stuff is feral. So my thing was, like, would I go to, like, a small farm and buy meat from them? And that's something I'd probably consider doing. But I reckon if I were to eat meat again, and this is just my opinion, and I don't really give a fuck if you don't agree with me, or if you're angry at me or whatever, really don't care, it's just my opinion. If I were to eat meat again, I would have to hunt and kill it and prepare it myself, because the idea to me of hunting and killing an animal and then doing that and eating it is just, like, an impossibility in my life. So if I were to eat meat again, because of my stance on it, I would have to do that, because if I'm going to kill that animal just so I can eat something that I would like to eat, I should have to put myself through something to eat it. Because, like, I haven't stopped eating meat for nothing. Like, I'm not just, like, even though it's like, if I were to eat meat again, I wouldn't hate myself. Like, if I got drunk and ate, like, a Macca's burger, I wouldn't hate myself. I'd be like, dude, you fucking idiot. Whatever. Just don't do it again. But yeah, that's my view on hunting and whatnot. I don't like people that just go do trophy hunting. Like, trophy hunting annoys the fuck out of me. And, like, people say, oh, but if you let people go kill certain animals in safaris, it, like, raises money to protect the animals. It's like, well, that shouldn't be the fucking case. If they put more money and time into fucking defending those animals and catching poachers and shit, they wouldn't need to do that. Like, the places where those animals are, their governments and that are actually really fucking wealthy. They should fucking look after those animals, not fucking people murdering their fucking other animals. It's not okay. It's fucked, man. Like, these species are, like, on the brink of extinction compared to, like, 100 years ago. These animals are just fucking, like, dying off, and only fuck cunts do that shit. Like, rich white old men and fucking stupid sporty blonde bimbo bitches with their fucking daddy's money go out and take fucking lives of fucking elegant fucking giraffes and shit. Stupid fuckheads. Like, fuck. But anyway, I should not get so angry. I should just chill. And relax. I swear I haven't, like, stopped since 420. Like, I used to be like that, but I'm not like that anymore. But lately I have been. It's probably a bad thing. I need to chill on smoking so much. Just because I've been lazy. Like, that's my thing. Like, I find it as, like, it's not addiction. It's not, like, need or anything. It's just, like, I'm lazy. I don't want to do anything. I smoke cones, and then I don't have to do anything. Although I'm pretty productive when I'm stoned. Or, like, I'm able to just snap out of it when I need to. There's been a couple of times in my life where I've been fucked off my face and I've had to snap out of it. Just trying to think of one. Perfect one. Alright, so me and two of my friends bought a half bag. I was 17, I think. Yeah, I was 17. So I wasn't 18 yet. That's important for this story. So, me and my... yeah, I'll tell this bit first. Sorry, man. Woo! Alright. So me and two mates, we bought a half bag. And we smoked a bit. We're like 2-3 hours in. Smoked half of it. We're fucked, man. Like, I could barely fucking see. My room was so smoky. My phone starts ringing. And it's Mum. And I'm answering. I'm like, hey, Mum, how you going? And she's like, oh, you ready for that interview today? And I'm just like, instantly just go fucking like ghost. Like, I felt cold. I was white as a motherfucker. And I was just like, what interview? And she's like, you have to go talk to that youth police officer at like 2:00. And I was just like, fuck, man. It was like 10 to 1, I'm pretty sure. It takes like an hour to get to town. I was fucked, man. So I just had to like snap out of it, and we're like heading to town. And I get there and I'm like fucked, right? I was freaking out. Like, imagine being 17, being stoned as fuck, and having to go talk to a cop. Because, alright, so I got really drunk on Christmas and some shit went down, and I may or may not have overreacted and broke a bunch of shit, and the cops got called and I got arrested, and then I had to go to court because even though I think it's a good law for like majority of reasons, it's bad for this shit. So I went to jail, not to prison. Fuck. I was in the lockup on Christmas, and then I had to go to court because the police were seeking an AVO for my mum, I'm pretty sure it was. Even though my mum didn't want it, she was fine. Like, we had a fight and everything got sorted. And then they just, like, sent me to fucking court over this whole fucking thing. So I had to go talk to this fucking youth officer to make sure that I wasn't like a bad person. And I get there and I'm fucked. I told my mates to stay outside. I didn't want them coming in. I gave them my pack of smokes. I'm like, just chill out here. This might take a while. And I go in. And I'm like, hey, I'm here to see blah, blah, blah. And they're like, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm 17. They're like, do you have an adult present? And I'm just like, oh, fuck. I knew I forgot something. So, like, mum's at work. I can't get her to come. I think my sister's at work, so I can't get her to come. And I'm like, fuck. And I remember my mate Ben. He's just turned 18 not long ago. So I call him. I'm like, mate, where are you? And he's like, I'm in town. I'm like, fuck yes. I'm like, can you please come to an interview with the cops? He's like, yep. So he rides up on his moto. About 15 minutes later, we go in. And as soon as I walk through that fucking door, I'm just like, boom. Sober as fuck. Straight. Answered every question perfectly. And she's like talking to me, and she's like, we heard that you smoke marijuana. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, are you an addict? And I was like, no. I'm like, I've actually recently quit. And she's like, oh, how long ago? And I was like, oh, like 2 days ago. Just because of all this, I don't want to smoke anymore. And she was like, oh, were you stoned when this happened? I was like, no, I was just really drunk. She was like getting real pissy with me. I wasn't being like a smart ass. I was just answering her, but I was lying to her. And she's like, how many cones a day would you say that you normally have? And I was like, between 50 and 80. And she's like trying to call my bluff. Like, she's like, that is impossible. And I'm like, no, it's not. And like, it wasn't impossible. I used to do it all the time, like nearly every day, smoking a half bag with my homies. And yeah, she kept like fucking arguing with me. And then she's like talking to my mate Ben. He's just like come back from the Air Force and stuff. And she's like telling me that pretty much I'm a bad person and that I should I should wake up and be more like Ben. And Ben just fucking snapped at her, man. He was just like, how fucking dare you talk to him like that? He's like, you don't know him. He's like, he's the best person I've ever met in my entire life. He would do anything for you. And he's like, how dare you just judge him because he smokes cannabis and got drunk one night when he was 17 and had an argument with his mother, and he acting like he's some fucking criminal, and like full ripped into her. She was so devastated. She thought that like her and him were like on the playing like good cop bad cop with me. And I'm like, what the fuck? We're in there for like a couple minutes. So yeah, there's that. I've been trying to decide what to do with my album. So I've got 12 tracks. I think it might be 11. I think it's 12 tracks and 11 and an interlude track. It's called 281 Days. Thinking of dropping it in the next 2 months, but I don't even have the artwork for it, and I still need to do a hook on one of the songs. And yeah, it's been a long time coming. Like, I don't know if I've spoken about this. I probably have. This is my problem. I forget. Like, I'm probably gonna like repeat myself every like 3-4 episodes. So I had like, everyone has like a list of things that they want to do in their life, whether they think it's impossible or not. And like, I'm not musically talented in any way, but there's a couple of things on my list that I always wanted to do, and I came to terms with myself a long time ago that they would never happen. And that's to perform live as a musician or like an artist or whatever, and to put out an album. Like, that's it. I don't care if I make money. I don't care if people hear it. I just wanted to put out an album and play a fucking set live in front of a crowd. And I've put out 2 EPs, not an album. It's still cool. Like, I'm still happy that I have something out there, but I want to put out an album. And I've performed live like a handful of times. So that's cool. Tick. And yeah, I've got my album. It's pretty much done. It's like 99.98%. Because that 0.01 is for the artwork and the other one's for the hook. And then I'm done. Sorry if this podcast is a bit slower than the others. I've had like a long fucking day, man. Get to work. Alright, so yesterday I had a chick come in and she couldn't pay for her fuel. She like tried to pay and she couldn't pay for her fuel. And then I like let her sign the form, and as she was going, I was like, I don't know, something not right about that. Like I'm supposed to call their number that they write down and check their ID, but I just zoned out and didn't do it. So she leaves, and I'm like, I don't know, it just felt wrong. And she fucking drives off and goes to Aldi's next door. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, she just fucking said that she has no money. I said, does your boyfriend have any money? And she's like, no, he's broke. And then they drive off and go to Aldi's. Like, how are you supposed to get any... Like, why would you go to Aldi's if you have no fucking money? Like, that's fucking bullshit, man. Piss me. Like, even if she didn't have a lot of money... Like, don't put $10 in. Put fucking $10. Like, don't fucking steal a bunch. Like, so she's fucked. So we got a license plates and shit, and they're on fucking camera. So the cops got that. And then this dude fucking pulls up. A guy that I've served like 50 times in the last year. Puts in $109 worth of fuel. Hops in his car and then just fucking drives off. And as he drives off, he's just fucking staring at me. And I'm like, I know who the fuck you are. I've seen you a bunch of fucking times. I know your car. I've got your fucking plates. And it's like... Why would you do that? Why would you go to the petrol station that you go to all the time and steal fucking fuel? Why would you not go to one of the other fucking million petrol stations in the area and go do that? People are fucked, man. Like, I have an opinion, right, that when you're a child, certain things, like, no, when you're a child and when you're a teenager, they're the most important times for this. I reckon that when you have like minor horrific incidences in your life, like say your teenage girlfriend fucking cheats on you, like say that's a thing, or like you get pushed down a staircase as a child and you break your fucking arm, right? I reckon those moments when you're young cause PTSD. I reckon that. I feel that those incidences are huge when you're young. Like, when you're older, those things might not be too bad. You can, like, deal with it. You can think about, like, decisions you've made and shit that caused that. And, like, you can go to the cops if you get pushed down the stairs when you're an adult. But as a child, you're, like, chances are that nothing's really going to happen. Unless they're an adult, then they're fucked. But, like... You don't really talk about it. You don't really go to counseling or anything. You're just like, okay, that was a really fucking horrible moment in my life. And then you get older and you experience other fucking horrible moments in your life, but you never deal with it. And I reckon those moments carry on. Like, I don't think it's to the point of like a soldier after war and stuff like that. But I think it would have pretty big repercussions. And I reckon that's why... There are fucking just like certain cunts out there. Fuck, man. Oh, that's why I'm tired. Alright, so, as I said, I think it was like 2 episodes ago, I was saying I was doing, might have been the first episode. I don't even fucking remember, man. It was one of the episodes. Doesn't even matter. I was saying that I'm doing the Samsung Health Challenge, and had to do 200,000 steps by the end of April. So today's the 29th. Well, now it's the 30th. And it said I had 1 day left. Let's see if it's finished. So it said I had 1 day left yesterday. And I had... Oh, still 1 day. Alright, so I still had 1 day. But yeah, it said I had 1 day left. And I had 12,000 steps to do. So by the time I finished work, I had like 6,000 done. And I finished at 10:15. And yeah, by the time I got home, I did another 6,000 steps, and I am fucking tired because in the last 3 days I've done 40-something thousand steps. I left it to the last minute, and I was like, I'm not failing this. And then I get home, and I know I've done like at least 4,000 steps, and I look at the fucking thing, and it's saying that I still have to do like 12,000 steps. It just wouldn't fucking load. So, yeah, really fucked that up. But it was cool. I was listening to My Astral Plane, the album by Esoterik, from Bliss and Eso, the Australian hip hop group. It's not old. Came out last year. I think like midway last year, I think. Fucking dope, man. Like, I love Bliss and Eso. They're one of my favorite music groups. Like, I fucking love them. But I love Eso. Like, I just do, man. I relate to him so much. I think he's like the funniest cunt. He's the number one dad. I swear to God, every time I see him on Instagram doing shit with his boy, it's fucking awesome. He's like doing the fucking Spider-Man thing. Like, he's got his boy dressed up as Spider-Man. He's like flinging him through the house. It was so cool. Yeah, so I was listening to that on the walk. Fuck, man, he's fucking great. Like, he's like like, he got in trouble. He got in trouble for doing that. Fuck, I can never remember the dude's name. That fucking loosest cunt. Loosest Aussie cunt or whatever. For doing the cunt things on YouTube, like Triple J and shit, fucking banned Bliss and Eso and stuff for them doing it. So they're just doing skits where they're like, look at this cunt, oh, these cunts. And it's like, fuck off, man. Anyway, that doesn't even matter. But yeah, it's a solid fucking album. I've probably listened to it 100 times since it's come out. First song I heard on it was Bless Up. Great songs, really energetic and like boppy and shit. Fucking good. Or like, that's my jam, man. When I'm like feeling down and I want to get in the mood, I listen to that. Fucking pumps me up for anything. Just For You is a great song. I fucking love it. It's real smooth. I don't think it is jazzy, but it feels jazzy when I listen to it. I'm pretty sure that's the song that ends with him talking to his baby. It's fucking funny, man. He's a funny cunt. I just like, yeah, can't emphasize that enough. Eso is the funniest cunt. Make Him Say, that is a great track. Love the chorus on it. It's really good. That's like a thing. Is like, he's great with his choruses, and he's great with the people that he chooses to be on his tracks. Like, his features are great, and Make Them Say has a great chorus. Be Like You is also another song that has an awesome chorus. It's by Asta. She won, I don't know if it was an Unearth thing or if it was a Bliss and Eso thing through Triple J, but she won like the competition when she was at school, and she got to like perform with Bliss and Eso and stuff, but then she just kind of disappeared, and I was like, oh, that's a bit of a shame. I thought like she would have got to do like music with them. So when I saw her on the album, I thought that was really cool. And then she's like kind of popped back up. She's got a good voice, man. So yeah, that was cool. And Wide Awake, that I think's the last or second last song. Might be the last song. It's a great song. It's featuring Imbi the Girl on the hook, I think, and Spazzy D on the second verse. And yeah, it's a great fucking inspirational song. It's a good song to end the album on. Like, that's the whole thing, is like that. It's like you can kind of tell this album's stuff that he wanted to talk about. Like, he really gets into like getting away from alcohol and stuff in it, but like in a really smooth, funny, chill way. Like, the whole album's really chill. It's just like, it's a good album just to like listen, lay back, listen, don't do anything, just get stoned, smoke a blunt, put the headphones on, just chill out under the stars. But yeah, I really like Bliss and Eso. Been listening to them since I was a youngin', since they first came out on Triple J, and I think my mum showed me them on Rage. And that was like the first time I knew their name and what they look like and stuff, like really recognized them, and I started following them. But I wasn't into hip hop. It was kind of like when I got into Hilltop Hoods, I was like heaps into metal, but I just liked Hilltop Hoods. I didn't like hip hop at that particular point in time. Bliss and Eso was the same, and it was really after listening to them that I like took to listen to hip hop. Like, it was because of them that I eventually got into like Cottonmouth Kings, which got me into Tech Nine, and then hip hop became my fucking life after that. Yeah, Bliss and Eso's got some solid fucking albums, man. They've done some great songs with some great features. Like, they've had like Exhibit. That's not like a good thing to. They've had Exhibit and then just bam. They sung with Ludacris and CJ Jones. Yeah, they got like the clothing brand Flying Colors, and they bring out shit. I got their like limited edition Flying Colors hoodie with the wings. I've seen him a couple of times live. I saw him with one of my exes and my old best mate at the Horden Pavilion. I think they played with Big B. I could be wrong. And he did Fuck the Police. And there was like a line of cops and they all freaked out and left. Straight up like that guy. And I was like sitting behind Bliss and Eso's families. So that was cool. And just to the right of me was the African chorus singer from Bullet in a Target, and I got to shake his hand and tell him that he was amazing, so that was awesome. Yeah, that was a dope night. And then I saw them again at the Domain outside in Sydney with my sister. That was fucking awesome. It was a really good show. It was the day I got my first gig doing security, and I was working the next night, and it would be forever the last night that I could drink in public and not feel like I had to be a security guard. So that was also cool. And then, yeah, I won tickets to the Telstra Road to Discovery in 2015, which was a Bliss and Eso seminar with Ella Hooper, I think her name is, from Killing Heidi. Me and Petey went. Proto, Proto. That was cool. We just got to go and just like talk. So like me and Petey just got stoned as fuck and trained it up and went. And it was being filmed. We got to like ask questions and stuff. They were like asking if anyone was a rapper, and I just like jumped up and was pointing at Petey. The look on his face, I swear he wanted to kill me, but he ended up going up and he fucking killed it. Full freestyle. Fucking Eso was losing his shit. So that was awesome. Really hyped him up. Got him finally to do that show that I was talking about in the other podcast because of that. So that was really cool. If you listen to this, Eso, thanks, man. And then, yeah, after there was like the after party where we got like free booze and food, but me and Petey just went straight for the booze and we're drinking like Heinekens and shit. We're having like 2-3 bottles at a time in our hands. I drank like 21 beers, I think. Me and Petey were fucked. We were so wasted. Doing like ciphers and shit, and I was talking to Bliss for a while, and I got Bliss to sign my hoodie, and I got DJ Ism to sign my hoodie, and as Eso was signing my hoodie, well, he was about to sign my hoodie, we were looking for a pen texter. His missus said she was going into labour, and they had to leave last minute, so I never got it signed by Eso. So that was pretty devastating. So I didn't really care about not wearing it, so I just wore it and now don't have any signatures on it, which is pretty devastating. But that was great. No, we ended up leaving, met up with like a bunch of the boys that were there, got a photo out the front of number 420 George Street, which is like a lit up 420 sign. And we went to a bar which was serving like $3 bourbon and whiskeys, and they just shouted us, and we're fucked, man. Like, I didn't get kicked out, but I was like outside having a ciggy on the gutter, and when I turned around to go back in, he was like, nah. And I was like, fair enough. So we ended up leaving. Had to sit at the fucking trainer for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours waiting for the next train. So we sobered up. But yeah, that was a great fucking night. I really like them, man. If you don't know them, check out Bliss and Eso. BLISS space N space ESO. They got some dope shit, man. Art House Audio is a fucking awesome track. It's got my favorite line that any artist ever says in it. It's Eso, and he's like, I got infinite ammo, I'm like a ninja in camo, I sit in the shadows and spit like a tip of an arrow, I shoot shit with the sparrows, and then I can't remember the rest because I'm really stoned. But that shit's fucking awesome. Check that out. Yeah, so sorry about the slowness of this podcast, and I will make up for it hopefully this week sometime with a better one. I just wasn't really feeling it tonight, but I didn't want to skip out. Maybe I should have. I'm going to upload it anyway and probably lose whatever fans I do have at the moment. But if not, thanks for listening. Hope you listen to the other ones, because if not, this shit probably doesn't make too much sense. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to be going to New South Wales, hopefully doing a film clip with my homie Big. Haven't seen him for like nearly 2 years, so that's going to be fucking dope. I'm going to chill with Petey. Also haven't seen him for like 2 years, so hopefully we'll make some music and shit. I'm going to try and do another podcast episode before I leave. If not, at least I'll have some shit to talk about when I get back, and I won't be so stoned next time. So yeah. Peace, y'all motherfuckers. As always, be happy. Do some cool shit. Draw a picture. If I could tell someone they're amazing, give them a hug. Give some money to a homeless person. Yeah. Show some empathy, motherfuckers. Yep.